I'm continuing this video with 30 minutes. And they used to say Barry Gordy was a pimp back then. There was a lot of pimps back then. There were Joes and other names they called them, you know. And I saw them all. I saw men in drag. I saw women that wanted to be guys. I saw, I'm a heterosexual. I'm not bisexual or any of that. Ain't nothing wrong with those that want to be that. I only have a problem when it comes to dealing with children. That's when I have a problem with it. Let a child be a child. Let a child become what they want to become. My grandson told me when he was 3, Grandma, I like girls. I don't like boys. I said, okay, Kenny, continue to be that, because I like boys. You know, you know, but he's a fire sign, and he's an Aries, just like you. And he don't take no shit off of people. My grandson ain't gonna be made into nothing other than what he want to be, because he know what he feel deep down on the inside. Ain't nobody gonna change that. His grandfather like that. He an Aries too. He a Ram too. Ain't nobody gonna change Marcel the Barge. Ain't nobody gonna change him. Ain't nobody gonna make him different. He is what he want to be. He's strong too. He's been through a lot as well. But he's strong. He's still a father. He's still a grandfather. He got some things to deal with sobriety, but he gonna make it. He gonna be strong. He gonna find his way, just like you gonna find your way. You know, but you've been around the world, but what you gonna do with it now? What you gonna do with life now? You don't know. You gonna write about it. You gonna tell it like you telling it right now on Facebook. You gonna keep talking about it. And you gonna write about it because there's somebody else out there like you. You gonna be that director now. You gonna be a producer now. You gonna step up. I got a lot of celebrities on my Facebook list, but the only one that stand out to me that's real is Tasha Smith. She's the only one that calls me every now and then. And Tasha said the last time I talked to her, when you come into my acting class, I'm getting there. And she said, because I want you to join us. I will, but I'm a natural actor and my own actress in my own way, I know. You know, but my life has always been a movie. People say it all the time. People still trying to make stuff about movie. I'll say things on Facebook, and then the relatives will contact other relatives in Europe and Africa and other places. Girl, write this book. Girl, she got this coming out. Girl, go ahead and start Star. That TV show Star, girl. Go ahead, you the star, girl. She ain't the one out there, girl. Girl, she ain't the one on TV. Girl, you the one that's on TV, not her. Girl, this and that. I wrote scripts that have made $150 million. I don't tell people my business. I don't show my money off like Floyd Mayweather does or used to. I don't have to. I don't come from that. I come from people that stick their money in the candy tin cans. Those are the kind of people I come from. My mother had piggy banks that sat on the floor like 3 inches tall. Had money in it. It was so much money in it you couldn't stick my money in there. She had 3 of them. And when my mother sat me down and said on the porch, she said, we can't live here anymore. We're not going to be able to live here anymore. I stepped up and said, Mama, you can have my money. You can have my piggy bank. And then I said, Mom, I could sing like Michael. I could dance like Michael. If you let me, you could be my manager. And my mother thought and looked at me like, and she said, yep, like, yeah, you could be all those things. But then she said, I'm the mother. I'm supposed to take care of you. So my mother saw me out there performing on stage to take care of the family as, no. That's not your place. That's my place. It wasn't that she was selfish and didn't want me to do it. She's not the child. I am. She's the mother. She gave life. It's her responsibility to take care of me. My mother did any and everything she could. My mother, Florence Glenda Ballard from the Supremes, I asked my mother one night when she was leaving the house, I said, Mama, where you going? Where do you go every night? She said, I'm a dancer. Nobody knows or knew but ghostwriters that the movie Frankie and Alice is about my mother, Florence Ballard. And I remember her being a dancer. I remember those go-go boots. They were silver. I remember all those things. I remember the apartment. I remember all those things. I'll never forget them. That's a big jump that my mother had from being on top to being a pole girl on a strip pole. That's a far down drop. But let me tell you about my mother. My mother never allowed me to see her cry. My mother never let me see her go through anything that she was going through but once mentally. Then that's when we was at her sister Maxine's house for Thanksgiving, and she heard some music on the radio from Motown and she started crying. And I ran over to her and said, Mama, please don't cry. We still a family. Please don't cry, Mama. Please don't cry. Please don't cry. And all I could do is think of a way to make money. Like my daddy said, be a hustler. I was game to be on that damn stage with Michael Jackson, Joe. I even asked Joseph, please let me live with you. Please take me home with you, Joseph, please. I gotta do something for my mother. Joe did take me to Los Angeles. I was living with Janet and Michael and them for a minute. It was only maybe a week or two. And then I was out in LA. And Diana Ross was like, don't get comfortable, because you going back. You only here for 2 weeks. Because my kids are going to be big stars. I was like, okay, and what the fuck did that have to do with me? Like, I'm a child. I started crying, but I was like, but I'm a child. Why are you taking this out on me? So I had a lot of things that were taken out on me. And it was hard to grow up around family members that didn't like my mother. Her own family that didn't like her. They act like they did, they didn't. Her sister, Maxine, Linda, Maxine, when the Jet magazine interview was over, she came up them stairs on the porch as we came out the house, and she said, rags to riches, riches back to rags. I'm glad she on the bottom like the rest of us. I looked at her and said, God damn, Mama, did you hear what she just said about you? I just said, oh my God, why you feel that way? Why you saying this about my mama? Why you glad my mama doing bad? I was upset. So, when my mother died, Florence Ballard died, I went in the ambulance with her, and I got to the hospital. She was on the gurney, and I was standing next to her, and I said, Mom, I can't leave you here. I can't leave you here, Mama. I know something gonna happen, something gonna happen, something gonna happen. I can feel it. I can feel it, Mama, something gonna happen. She said, I'll be okay, baby, I'll be okay. I said, no, Mama, I can't leave you here. I said, no, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I don't want to leave my mama here by herself. I got to protect my mama, you know? And then her sister said, come on, let's go. You know, Dolores said, come on, let's go. And when I turned around, Barry Gordy was standing behind me. He was in tears. Barry's face was full of tears. And Barry and his brothers and my mother's brothers was like, you know she not gonna come home. Barry said after the funeral, he said, I'm going to California, let me take her with me. Her sisters had this big argument. Why can't you just pay some money? You know, this and that. Woo. You know, they felt like I was going to get too much. But Berry Gordy said, because she deserves the life like the rest of all these other kids are going to have. She deserves to have that life that she deserves, that all these other kids are going to have. Smokey kids, Joe kids, my kids. She deserves it. Don't make me take your ass to court, because I will win. I will win. I will kick your ass in court. Those were Berry Gordy's words. On my mama's funeral day, he came to the house like, this girl need to go to California. People don't know what's real behind the scenes of what happened. All they know is what they hear and what's been written. But I lived it. That's my life. My life. People write about my life. I'm that little girl that was in that black dress that was sitting next to Berry Gordy at the auditorium in Dreamgirls in Detroit. That's my life. And it could have also been the one in New York City, but I remember it being Detroit. That's me. That was me. And Diana came over and said to him, look, come sit with your own damn daughter and me. So he got up and went to go sit with Diana and Rhonda. So I have kind of lived a life where, for a minute, I was in the middle because I was around all these relatives that just didn't want me to be that. My grandmother did, though. My grandmother, Rosalyn Ballard, was a Native American, and my grandparents were Native Americans. And I had a trust fund. My grandmother told Dolores, she said she gets $10,000 a month. That ended up being a problem. That's too much for one child to get. $10,000 is too much for one child to get. Well, I got 3 kids. We dealing with stepsisters. So life can be hard when you have a step family. And their side of the family or their mama don't do what they supposed to be doing or get them the life that they supposed to have. Or people think they too fine and they got to sit on their ass. Or they got to wait for a man to come around and give them money. Or do whatever they felt was right to get. I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised around lazy people. I wasn't raised to keep a dirty house. I was raised to be articulate. I was raised to sew just like they were doing. And it's not far off because Native Americans sew, they craft, and so do Indians from India. And then and then the family that were Scandinavians from European, they dressed well, tailored, like they did in Europe, in Canada. They dressed very well. But their clothes were made by their parents. Sewing machines at home. I learned how to do patterns, cut them out. What age? 5, about 5. I had a sewing machine. It was Singer, black. Real needle, made for a child. Here's your sewing machine, manually, turn a knob. Television is not something you need to focus on all the time. So they gave me the sewing machine to take me off my cartoons of Yogi Bear and Winnie the Pooh and the Mickey Mouse Club and Charlie Chaplin and everything else that was coming on TV. It didn't stop me from watching television. I just focused on that at the same time as sewing my socks. Here's a sock, learn how to sew your sock. Here's a needle, learn how to sew your socks in a needle. My cousin Kevin, same thing. Learn how to sew your socks, Kevin. You never know when you need to learn how to sew your sock. You just don't let the big toe out there. Sew your sock, put your shoe back on. Those are the things that I learned. So I know what it feels like to have all these things put into you. What I learned from my mother, Florence, strength, a tower, to be strong. She cried. I'm a crier too. I'm a crybaby just like her. I'm a mother just like her. But now I'm a grandmother. And I told my daughter, Cinderella stories don't always happen. You gotta learn how to take care of your damn self. I don't believe in pimps. But if you get one, know your power. That motherfucker needs you to bring home money. You better control the money. People talk about Diana Ross all the time. She one of the baddest bosses ever. People call her hoe all the time. She a badass hoe if she is. She a bad bitch. She taught me everything I know as well. She taught me how to read and write. She's a teacher when she's not on stage. She homeschooled children. Every children in my family learned how to read and write before they went to kindergarten, including Floyd, Joy, Sinclair, Mayweather, Jr. You got stars, other black men in the status of celebrity, rich just like he is, trying to tear down another brother and say he don't know how to read and write. 50 Cent, Curtis, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. Because Floyd Mayweather always knew how to read and write. He knew how to read and write and dial the telephone number to call his daddy to say, Daddy, come and get me because I want to be a boxer. He was 4 years old dialing his daddy's number. His daddy say, I'll be there tomorrow at 11 a.m. And his father showed up exactly 11 a.m. Not 11:05, 11 a.m. Floyd, the night before, went into the room, got his bag, packed it up, set that plastic bag next to the door, and I sat with him all day, all night, until his daddy came. Watched boxing. There was nothing else on that television screen in black and white TV in New York City but boxing. My mother lived in the same apartment building as Floyd Mayweather's mother, Deborah, and they were neighbors, and we hung out together. That's our history together. We're family. I'm way before all this other stuff, all this fake shit. I'm blessed. I'm so blessed to be in your presence. I'm so blessed to have your baby. I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed to work for you. Bless, 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 bless. I'm there. Been there, done that. I am here. I'm your girl. I'm your past. I'm with you. My mama on food stamps when your mama on food stamps. Okay? That's my history with Floyd Mayweather. A Tom Thumb marriage. made with bangles between his mother, my mother, his father, and my father, Lawrence. And his father and my father were best friends growing up from kindergarten to adult life. And they were hustlers together. So I understand everything Floyd Mayweather is going through and been through and have to deal with. But I'm here for him. I'm here for him. Because I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. And like I said, I know every game there is, every play there is. Just like his fitness club is sitting right there on Wilshire where Biggie got shot. I grew up around the Panthers. I know all that shit. All this motherfucker with all these little gang members in the game and all this bullshit going on with these record labels. Been there, done that, seen that, been around James Brown, all that shit. Seen all that shit. Ain't shit you can do. Women can sit up and have kids and babies act like y'all don't like each other. Y'all be at the table. Girl, so what he giving you? Girl, how much money he gave you? What did he tell you last night? Then y'all want to be girlfriends. Then y'all want to be best friends. Then y'all want to live together. And then y'all want to take a nigga out. Then you want to kill a motherfucker. Then you want to get life insurance on him. Bitch, I lived it. Seen it. Played it out. That's my man. Floyd Mayweather Jr., my husband. My man. I don't give a fuck who he put on display. Behind the scenes, everybody know me. And believe me, I know Josie. She was the first one I met. Josie was cool. I liked her in a way. But I knew Josie was going to throw his ass in jail. But why I didn't get involved? Because he needed to learn. He mine. I ain't tripping. I got school. I ain't got time to sit here and be underneath you. Her thing was, hey, this boy gonna make money. I'm on this. Oh well, it is what it is. She got blessed. She was right. I knew I wasn't gonna be the one making all these damn kids. I already had a daughter. I got school. I gotta focus on this child. I got things to do. I got my dreams. You got your dreams. That was just the program. But a child creates a family. His children are still my children. I'm not in their life, but they're still my children. And I'm still his wife. I ain't going nowhere. But I'm looking. I'm on the alert. I'm his camera. Believe me, I see shit. I call it out real quick. I'm that friend. I'm not that friend, bro. Sis. All that fake shit. No, I'm that friend. Like, you know what? I don't like the fact that your fitness club is sitting up there on Wilshire Boulevard where Biggie got shot. And it's not too far through Wilshire, but I just don't like that. And then you got 50 Cent that's always talking shit about you. Is there a connection here? Is there a connection here with you and Ashanti and them and the gang and all that and that circle and all that? Is there a connection here? I'm familiar with how, you know, like how all the little light-skinned girls are all in your face and, oh, everybody got that long, pretty hair and, you know, dangle it up, shake it up, put your titties up and, oh my God, you're so fine. Oh my God, like have something you couldn't have when you was a broke-ass motherfucking Negro. But now that you got money, you can have this shit now. You know, no, that's not it. Because my history with Floyd Mayweather Jr. and family, we own oil, Sinclair oil. We've been through all this, half a life, all this shit together. So anything that anybody is doing or trying to do or make happen and think they slick, you ain't slick. You ain't gonna get away with it. I've been with real cops, fake police officers that act like they cool with you. They'll take your ass out too. I don't give a fuck. I talk about y'all motherfuckers all day. They walk past me and look at me like I'm goddamn crazy. You know why? Because they watch these videos. You know why? They watch these videos because these motherfucking FBI agents and these motherfucking police officers from Detroit area, in Miami and all that shit, these motherfuckers know I ain't seen them take gold. They know I ain't seen dope on the table. They know I ain't seen the money. They know I know about burglary. They know I know about the catwalk, silent cats. Oh my God. Do I need to go on? Yeah. So, I see you. You see me.